game companies could space out like their releases, right? Like that wouldn't make any sense. You want everything at once, so that way no one could possibly play it all at once, and everyone's disappointed, right? I mean, we've only talked about this forever. Doesn't it seem like they do this? They all cluster their releases together, and then it's like, okay, so how am I supposed to play all of this exactly? Thankfully for me, I'm a variety streamer. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Back from break, ready for a fun and full week of streaming. This is the final week before the huge Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. I got a few things to talk about today, including Phil's day off and some game news, but for the most part, it'll be a more laid-back stream, which is good, because last week we had a lot of weird streams, abridged ones, because of all those game shows. Thankfully, they're all over, and we have a better idea of what to expect in this gaming year. So we'll have discussion on all of this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Today is Friday, the 14th of June, 2024. So we are just roughly halfway through the month. Summer is almost here. That's right. You may not realize it, but only in about a week, summertime has hit here in the United States. At least if you're in the northern hemisphere, you should be in the same boat as me. Things are heating up, although it actually hasn't been too warm around here recently. It looks like next week we have forecasted some pretty warm weather coming up. But as for games, right? This is essentially the final week until we start hitting some pretty interesting stuff. This coming Tuesday, we've got Still Wakes the Deep, brand new horror game. I think it's survival horror. First person. Certainly seems like it has a creepy atmosphere and some scary stuff in it. Game Pass release, by the way. A week from today exactly is the release of the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion for Elden Ring, which, of course, everyone is super excited for. One and only expansion for Elden Ring, 2 years out from its original release. Supposed to be very lengthy, very interesting, and probably quite good. So I'm excited for that. I think everyone is. That's like the big thing everyone's waiting to hit to see me play. And of course, just a little after that, on the 26th of June, we've got the release of M. Bison in Street Fighter 6, which of course everyone's excited for as well, who likes fighting games. So 3 big things, boom, 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 all within like 1 week's time. Pretty crazy overload, right? And that's just what happens. If you remember, sadly, everything has to come out at once. There's no possible way that any of these game companies could space out like their releases, right? Like that wouldn't make any sense. You want everything at once, so that way no one could possibly play it all at once, and everyone's disappointed, right? I mean, we've only talked about this forever. Doesn't it seem like they do this? They all cluster their releases together.
Homeboy, because there's specific times where they want to release their product because it's the most opportune time for them to make money. Dummy. They're individual businesses working in an industry. They can't coordinate their releases with each other.
And then it's like, okay, so how am I supposed to play all this exactly? Thankfully for me, I'm a
play,
variety streamer.
Dumb.
So I'll be juggling all of this stuff.
I'm a variety
This
streamer,
does mean that
guys.
the current
I'm a
kind of
variety
ongoing
guy.
chill playthroughs that I'm doing will have to go somewhat on either hold or hiatus, or just be reduced in a big way how much I play them, which does suck in some regards because, for example, the Fallout 4 playthrough has been amazing. But the good news is, if you are a fan of Fallout 4, this is your week. All right? Why? Because I am playing Fallout 4 a ton in this next week to make up for the fact that once Tuesday hits, we're probably not playing it regularly for a while. So expect it in 3 major streams. I mean, that's almost 10 hours of progress in the game. We've already begun with the Far Harbor DLC. I'm thinking if we just kind of focus on it, we might beat it within a couple of streams and then be able to move on to something else until the inevitable kind of little bit of scaling back, right? So I hope you'll be along the ride for that. It's been a great run these last 45 to 6 or some hours that I've been playing the game. And I like the fact that somehow we stumbled into another Bethesda playthrough this year, even though it wasn't intended, right? Remember when we were playing
It was
Baldur's
intended.
Gate 3, we were just like, yeah, this will be the lengthy RPG for the year, I guess. Even though previously every year it had been.
But
a
you
Bethesda
intended
RPG.
to play
If you remember, we started
Fallout,
with
dum-dum.
Fallout New Vegas. Then it was Skyrim. And then last year it was Oblivion.
It was
so
Oblivion.
we thought, because we're doing Baldur's Gate, that'll be it. That'll trump it for this year. But then all of a sudden, Fallout TV show comes out. And everyone wants Fallout content again, and there you go. Right? So, anyway. Good week coming up. All right? I'm feeling good about the nice vibe for the week is more laid back, relaxed, and let's get nice into these chill things before we get into the big, major, meaty new stuff starting on Tuesday. Okay? Anyway, as you know, yesterday was my day off. What I'd like to do is just briefly recap a little bit from Wednesday and then talk about my day off yesterday, and then we'll get into the schedule. I have some news stories to cover today from my day off, and then we will, get into the usual Q&A or whatever it may be, shout-outs, etc. Okay? So, FYI, on Wednesday night, I played with Dalsim in Street Fighter 6, and even though I felt like I did poorly, apparently the statistics speak otherwise, which I didn't realize. The people who were tracking my matches actually sent me like an email after and were like, hey, listen, don't be so hard on yourself. It's not as bad as you think, all right? So when I played with Dalsim on Wednesday night,
He's totally
basically,
making shit
a lot of things were not going my way. Let's put it that way.
You're making
I think
shit
there's really
up,
two
bro.
reasons why.
Because you
Reason number
suck
one is
and you
because
don't know
just
how to
in
play
general,
the fucking game.
Dalsim is a character that if you play him very well, you can completely lock out the opponent. They cannot get in on you. You keep them at that mid to long range. They get zoned by fireballs and limbs. And no matter what they try, right, they can't really break that wall of defense. That's ideally how you want to play Dalsim. And every once in a while, go for that counter hit into a combo or teleport behind mix-up into a combo, right? That's what you're going for. That's what you're looking for. And for the most part, when I get it going, it's really entertaining, I would say, to watch. Like, damn, they can knock it in. They try so hard, just like crazy good. The problem is if you make that one mistake, or if you just have that one really bad luck moment, right? Oh, I did standing roundhouse, and it just so happened that on fight the person guessed, and they decided to jump forward, and it went over the round.
Excuse me? I can't have a midlife crisis. I'm happier now than I've ever been. Don't you understand that? How can I have a midlife crisis when I'm happier now than I was half my age ago?
Fuck out of here, Darkside Phil. You're completely on the money with that, Ronnie Blaze. Excuse me while I blaze a second.
Roundhouse, right? Now they get a giant combo to start the round. Now they're in an advantageous position to push Dalsim to the corner, which is exactly where he doesn't want to be. And now basically they have an insanely huge chance to win the game. Sucks. But that's what happens with Dalsim. It's like either play perfectly and then win, or either by bad luck or one mistake, lose. And I think that's one of the reasons why it gets me heated when I play with him. It's not that, I don't like the character. I do. I actually love Dalsim in this game. I think he's pretty awesome. But he's such a risk-reward character. Meaning, every time you pick him on the select screen, that's a huge risk. Because you realize that about him. There's very rarely when you're going to be, like, coming back with Dalsim. Or if you do, you have to play so patiently and perfectly. And it's really rough. Okay? The other thing is that now I know I don't have any input delay in the game anymore. I have done everything possible on console to get the best experience. I'm playing at 120 hertz, variable refresh rate. I've all but eliminated input delay from my console, okay? So it's not that anymore. When I'm doing a move or I'm doing something and it either doesn't come out or it drops or does a different move, it's definitely not input delay anymore. That factor has been eliminated. Now, in some...
It's always you. Bro, it's you. If it's not in your button log in the replay, then you didn't press the goddamn button.
It didn't eat it ate the input. This goddamn rollback netcode, it ate my input and it didn't display it on the screen.
I can't stand this.
Cases, it could be netcode. Because netcode is not perfect. I will say this, since I've eliminated the input lag, playing this game online, with the exception of sometimes when you could see the connection actually fluctuating, the game's been pretty flawless. I'm going to repeat that. the game's been pretty flawless online. And so, I feel bad because for an entire year, I played Street Fighter 6, raging about the netcode and how frustrated I was about rollback netcode. In truth, it wasn't the netcode, it was the input delay that was the problem all along. And now that that problem's been solved, I really have no complaints about the netcode or any kind of control issue. I think for the most part,
Good morning,
the game
JDX
is
the kid.
damn good, you know? And so I have to apologize to whoever is actually responsible for the netcode of Street Fighter 6. I don't know who actually designed the netcode that Capcom is using. I'm sure it's some crazy generation, you know, of netcode that they've been using. It's actually good. All right? And so I'm one who once
But he absolutely will not apologize to them. Period.
I see a situation and I see the error of my ways, I'm willing to admit that I was wrong.
Apologize to the
canons about the
cannons.
netcode of Street Fighter 6. Okay? My fault. Okay? It's good. Now the thing is, if you're just playing vanilla on console, you're not going to have a good experience. You actually have to turn off the input delay, in which case you get screen tearing and all these issues. So the one thing that's frustrating is to really play Street Fighter 6 at a good competitive level, you need to have all these factors. You need to have a great TV. You need to have a capture device that will support these great features, or else the game will be awful online with big input delay.
What?
But that's neither here nor there, all right?
You know, like 85% of the people playing Street Fighter don't stream this shit, right? Most of them probably have a 4K television. I was drunk. I had like 7 beers and 2 shots and a thing of whiskey. No, I'm kidding. I didn't get... I didn't pull an only use me blade. I know that for sure. I had like 5 beers. And then I was smoking my chillum as well as my my Sherlock. So I was pretty zooted. Yeah, I'll say that. But I wasn't super high. I was more drunk than high. Because I get more thought provoking, or like I have more thoughts and I have more opinions when I'm drunk. But the cannabis actually like filters it and allows me to speak properly. It's really strange. So like drunk me, it was quelled by the sweet leaf, right? So it's like, oh hey, we could have a logical conversation right now. My brain was like, banana. But the weed was like, it's okay, bro, sit down. A new chick? What'd you name it? Oh, wait, no. My dumbass went to chicken. That's what's up.
So knowing now, okay, that it's not the input delay, and likely it's not always the netcode. It could be the netcode every once in a while dropping an input. That does happen. But from what I'm seeing, it's not really happening often. I'm gonna fess up and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's me. And that's frustrating.
Whoa.
Okay? It's frustrating to know that
Whoa, we got a big omission. What? Relentless getting his ass kicked, right? In fucking ranked was like, oh hey, maybe it's me that
you
sucks.
are the reason why you're having issues playing the game. Okay? So when I'm doing a drive impact and I counter hit the enemy perfectly, and I say, all right, time for a giant punish combo with Dalsim,
20
down back
fucking
fierce punch, and I
years,
get
bro.
down forward fierce punch, and now I can't do my combo. And I'm like, ugh.
But I've been playing Street Fighter for like 35 years, and I was at every tournament. I'm 4th place at
This is
EVO,
very,
the best in North
frustrating,
America.
Right? Or when I'm doing basic things, like a standard combo with 2 back medium kicks, and I get 1 back medium kick, standing medium kick, combo ends. What happened, right? And this is happening a lot. It really was. When I was playing the game on Wednesday night,
Oh,
here I am
I pressed the wrong
in
button.
situations where I can win matches. All I need to do is complete my basic moves and combos. and I'm getting the wrong directional inputs, and I'm dropping moves in the middle of a combo. And again, you got to be careful here with Dhalsim. If you make one wrong move with Dhalsim and you lose that momentum, you can throw away the whole round. Sometimes you could throw away the whole game. Because again, if they get lucky once a round, they could take more than half your health bar, and now you're in the corner and you can't get out because you're Dhalsim, right? So it's frustrating, and I'll be honest.
Wait a minute, doesn't Dhalsim have a teleport that switch sides? I mean, I get if you're like locked down and you can't do anything, but Dhalsim has a teleport.
I really got frustrated on Wednesday night with myself, and that's what led to me getting angry. I wasn't in general angry about the game, as you saw. I'm not going to complain about the online connection. I don't think the online connections were the problem, but it disheartened me. That's the best word for it. It disheartened me. When I want to play better, I want to get better at this game, correct? And now I've done as much as I could to eliminate all of the factors, right, that are going on that are causing me to lose. And yet I still lose. It really upsets me. Like, damn, I want to get better. And I even had this conversation at the end of the stream on Wednesday night. I was like, I really feel like the reason now that I'm going to start having challenges is because I just don't get to play enough. You know, I play Street Fighter 6 2 to 3 times a week tops, which is what, 6 to 7 hours of gameplay. That's nothing. That's like a drop in an ocean compared to how much these people are playing this game. People who have stuck around with Street Fighter 6 for a year, dude, these people are putting in an intense amount of time into the game. Really. So it sucks because I really want to get better, but I feel like with the amount of time that I play the game, I don't know if I will be able to. Case in point, I was playing against a Chun-Li. That Chun-Li knew the Dhalsim match at every moment. If I'm mid-screen, I throw a fireball, flip over it. If I'm in the corner, know the perfect spacing to hit the limb or jump over and do this mix-up, do that. I was like, damn, she a teleport, jab into legs, juggle. I was like, dude, you completely memorized this matchup. She knows every aspect of it. So now, again, I got to play perfect, because if I make one mistake, she's going to punish everything I do. Every little miscalculation is going to be maximum reward for her. And it's like, how the fuck did you get that good? Because they played all year. They literally played the game nonstop for a fucking year, you know? So, really
But what's your point with that, though, Phil? You claim to be a high-level tournament player. I mean, you say the opposite now, but you used to claim that you were 4th place in all the world. 4th place at EVO, first best in America, right?
frustrating. And the thing is, I'm not giving up. I know I want to get better, right? I do. I want to focus on this. I want to get better. And there's not much that I can really do but just play more and not get to the level of frustration that I'm getting at in certain cases. You know, I didn't get to that level of frustration playing with Honda. Obviously playing with Brian, I got like no frustration, right? It's just a matter of keeping my cool and trying to learn. The good news is I learned. I'm learning stuff every single time I play now. And that's the
matter,
key.
Chungus?
Even if you lose, as long as you learn when you lose, it's a productive session. And that's what I tell everyone is don't worry about losing a million times as long as you're actually learning something. I'm learning things about matchups now. I'm learning very important things that I need to know in order to make progress in this game and get better. So I'm happy with that I am learning matchups and things. But at the same time, it frustrates me that I can't get the wins, right? So here's the stats. I started off in casual play, and I got 14 wins and 13 losses. So essentially, I broke even. And then I went to ranked, and I got 15 wins and 7...
Bro, it was because they were using some kind of fucking Neo Geo conversion to PS1 version of some kind of fucking Street Fighter 2. It's like, come on.
17 losses, so essentially I broke even. So overall, for the whole night, all right, I had 29 wins and 30 losses. I lost one more time than I won. So it is a losing night, but it's very close. So, you know, reading that back, those stats, I'm like, okay, I'm not that mad anymore. You know, I'm not that upset. I was reading his heart and thinking, man, I sucked on Wednesday night.
He often lies about how many matches he wins, and he adds up individual round wins and then claims them as a total victory. He's so dumb. You didn't win 29 to 30, bro. No way.
And then when I actually heard the stats, I was like, oh, actually, that actually wasn't that bad. So no problem, right? But now I need to do better. I need to start playing better, and I feel like that's not going to happen unless I play more. But the problem is I can't play more because there's variety of stuff coming up. Like when Elden Ring comes out. Are you kidding me? That's all anyone's going to want.
She's
it's like
Liara,
a 30 to 40 hour
bro.
DLC, and there's going to be
Might want to
constant
watch
demand
out for
Elden
them
Ring.
purple.
So I'm going to be playing that a whole day when it comes
them
out, and then I'm
purple
going to be playing it as
tentacles.
day streams most days. You know, so that, you know, Street Fighter 6 will be delegated to nights, but some nights now I'm going to want to balance with other stuff that I'm not doing as day streams anymore, right? Every once in a while, people are going to want Fallout.
Like, I remember you going on, like, what, 2 to 3, like, straight losses in a row? There's no way you lost 29 to 30 when you were going on losing streaks, bro. No way.
I'm going to be playing Still Wakes the Deep. We don't want
Because
that to
you
go by the
didn't go on
wayside.
very many winning streaks.
So, challenging, right? It is. It's just, it's challenging and it's annoying. I just don't even know what the solution is. It's like, if I play more Street Fighter, I can't play more of other stuff you guys want. And undoubtedly, those who don't necessarily love Street Fighter are going to be upset I'm playing too much. But if I don't play more, then I don't know how I can get better, right? Like, for example, the ideal thing to do here would be like, okay, so for this next week, I'm only playing with Dalsim. I'm just going to pick Dalsim every
Exactly.
stream for the next three
He's so
streams,
dumb.
play ranked, get better. But then people will say, yeah, but what about your other characters? And it's boring to see the same character all the time, right? So now it's like, oh, well, I play the other character. Oh, I haven't used this character in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
He has no idea that some of the things you learn for one character might transfer and help you with another character, right? Like, you might have sloppy inputs, so you switch to a character that needs more tighter inputs. Then you go back to the character you were using before with what you learned with the character with the, you know, more structured inputs, and then you're able to do better with the character that has the more laxed inputs, right? I don't get it. He thinks that he has to just use one character to learn how to play the game. You don't. You can use whatever character you want. You're just one track minded and you only think about what you're doing in the moment. Exactly.
Right? So now it's like brushing the cobwebs off. We're starting from scratch again, right? That's what it feels like.
No. What he means to say is, I lost so much and I got my ass kicked so bad, my ego is absolutely damaged and I can't get past it. So now I'm going to sacrifice my business and everything else I'm doing so I can get better at Street Fighter after just last week saying that the rankings mean nothing, there's nothing on the line, and it's just a fucking game. So it obviously means a lot to you then.
Anyway, so I apologize to those who got frustrated with
hold on,
me
guys.
getting
I'll be right back.
frustrated on Wednesday night, because I absolutely did, because I was losing and I couldn't explain why. And now when I look back at it, because I watched back the matches, and I'm like, most of the time these are definitely mistakes I'm making. Like maybe once or twice, like I don't know why that happened. Like I can't imagine why I would have completely pushed the wrong button or wrong input. But in other cases, like, yeah, you can see I dropped it. I dropped a combo. Oops. Why did I press that button when it was unsafe? And sometimes it is luck. Sometimes people can just jump forward on Dalsim and get lucky and get a giant combo out of it. But for the most part, it's me making mistakes and fumbling the ball, as they say, right? So I'm going to get better, all right? But I would ask for your patience and to understand why there might be nights when I play poorly, or why I need to regroup and calm down, you know? But at the very least, I'm not sitting here frustrated, punching my joystick and swearing like a sailor and doing what I was doing when I had the input delay. Because let me tell you, that input delay causing me to lose was the most frustrating thing possible. That's like, I know I can play better than this, and the game just won't give me my move. It's so delayed. And now that I've eliminated that, you can see I'm counter drive impacting. I'm breaking throws. It's like, holy shit, I can't believe it, right? I'm actually doing things that everyone else has been doing all along. I can do it now. So, anyway, FYI, tonight, I'm either going to use Lily or Zangief. I'm on the fence. Like, I was really thinking about Lily, and I watched a top Lily play. I saw one or two things I may or may not try tonight. But for the most part, I could play with Zangief too. I don't see the problem with that. Zangief's a good, much better character now, and the more I play with him, the better I'll get, right? So think about it. And tonight we'll have to decide, but it's one of those two characters for tonight, okay? All right, so anyway, that was Wednesday night. Frustrated with Dhalsim. That luckily it wasn't as bad as I thought, and I am looking to get better, obviously. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was my day off, and so let's DSP news it. No, yesterday was my day off, and of course, people always want to know what happened on your day off.
Oh my
Well, a
God.
couple things to talk
Here we
about.
go.
First of all, yesterday was going to be a very busy day because it was the day when my wife and I was going out to do all of these different appointments and things that we had all lined up for one day, right? When we have these days where we have to do all this shit, we're like, okay, we're going out and, you know, gotta focus on what we're doing and get a bunch of stuff done while we can do it. So we went out, and the good news is, well, first of all, we had a very, very early breakfast because we needed to have a very early breakfast because we had so much stuff to do in the afternoon, appointment-wise. We were jumping from place to place to place. So early breakfast, get ready, head out, go do all of our appointments, which took a couple hours, I would say, a few hours. And then we came back and we went to the
Dude, this is literally
store.
just a
All
fucking
right, to go
diary.
Grocery shopping. And then we come home and unpacking the bags. All of a sudden, my wife is feeling sick. And I'm like, this sucks because we got all the shit done that like is the busy work shit.
Bro, what he means to say is my wife, her diabetes caused her blood sugar to crash, so she desperately needed 4 bowls of ice cream.
You know, the stuff that is the more tedious stuff. And we were just about to head out and do the more fun stuff. Let's go look around for stuff. You know, let's look for, you know, my wife needs some new shoes.
For sure she is.
Some shoe shopping together. You know, go to a pet store, look at some cute animals and stuff together. You know, the fun stuff. She's just feeling really ill. And I'm like, this sucks. And then she like toughs up. She's like, no, I'm going to go out. I was like, honey, like just a few minutes ago, you were barely able to stand. Like you were going to pass out. You said you felt so faint-headed and sick. I was like, we can't go out now. So, so basically, she stayed home, which sucked because we didn't want to.
How long has Tyrone been a part of your relationship?
But she stayed home, and I had to go out and finish the second half of the day, which included doing an entire run at Costco by myself. And this was a big one. This was like a giant restocking of the house. We were literally out of every possible thing that you would stock up at Costco, you know? So I had to go and buy all the cleaning supplies and materials, paper products, clothes, a laundry detergent, you know, every possible thing that you buy in bulk. You save a lot of money at Costco. So I had to do all that myself. And then after that, I had to run to like the pet store and a few other things. I got everything done. So I'm rushing home because now, here's the thing. We ate so early that we thought we were going to be out. We'll get an early dinner or whatever together. But now Kat's at home, right? And I'm out doing all the errands and shit, trying to finish. And I'm trying to rush and hurry home so we can order some food because we have to at this point because, you know, she's sick. So let's get home. So
she
we
doesn't.
get home. So
This
what do
is
you want to do?
pathetic, bro.
And we had two options. Thai food or Mediterranean food because neither of those had we eaten in a while.
Why were those your only two options? Why are you so fucking autistic that you can't eat the same thing twice in a week? Why can't you have pizza on Monday and then pizza on Friday? Why do you have to have pizza on Monday and then like fucking Indian food on Wednesday or whatever the fuck? This guy is autistic. Like full on.
A while, okay? And so we're looking at it and we're like,
What
you know, we
was
haven't had
that
Thai
look?
food
Hold
which
on.
had we eaten in a while, okay?
Look at that. You see
And
that
so we're
look?
food or Mediterranean food because
Watch
neither of
his
those
look.
had we eaten in a while.
What is this serious ass look? He's like, I haven't eaten Mediterranean food in a while. Look at the seriousness in my face. Bro, I'm gonna send this to Sly. He's gonna love it.
Okay? And so we're looking at it and we're like, well, you know, we haven't had the Thai food in many months. And the last time that we ordered from this Thai place, it was really, really good. We got this cashew chicken noodles, which is super tasty. It's like sweet, but has a little bit of savoriness to it. You know, I love cashews. And Last time we got it, it was like absolutely really good. But Thai food, they have spice levels.
But this
And we had
time it was
ordered
terrible.
a 1 and a 2 last time, and both of us tried each other's, and we're like, man, it's kind of mild, so maybe next time we'll even kick it up a notch. So this time, we're like, what should we get? We're like, well, my wife's not feeling that great, so why don't we just get 2, which we did last time, which we felt was mild, right? And then there we go. So we ordered the food. The good news is the food arrives right away, and I'm starving. Like, I'm super hungry because we had eaten breakfast early. So I'm so hungry. And we open it up and we start to eat it. And immediately we're like, what the fuck? We start drinking. What the hell?
He's completely retarded. You're the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever fucking seen.
I ordered it. With extra spice. I didn't know that it would be hot. I thought peppers were just like candy. I thought it was candy corn. I thought they put some wax candy in there.
You fucking moron.
Dude, my eyes start watering. My nose starts running. And my blood pressure goes up. I'm sweating. I was like, what the fuck? And we're trying to eat it. It is the spiciest fucking Asian food I've ever eaten in my life. There is no...
So I called DoorDash and I demanded a refund. I'm not eating this garbage, I told them. You give me my money back. I took all the pictures. I have all the pictures.
No way that was spice level 2. That had to be like maximum spice, or maybe like 1 step below maximum spice. We were like, that is the hottest fucking food. And the thing is, you eat it, you could taste the flavors. The flavors are good, but then it's just so burning on your tongue, you can't fucking eat it. Oh my God, they fucked it up. There's no way that's spice level 2. We had ordered from them before and done spice level 2, and it wasn't that hot. So,
They probably got a new cook that understood. He's a puss, bro. A fucking puss. Bro, they probably got a better cook that understood that there should be a difference between level 1 and 2. Maybe they just had a cook that didn't care that day and didn't put too much of the spice in it. You ever think of that?
Basically, we're like, what are we going to do? I said, well, we got to get more food, but we can't eat this. So I contacted the app. I explained the situation. They forced me to take a picture, and they gave me credit. They said, okay, here's your credit back, order again. So we did. So we actually ordered the Mediterranean food instead. All right, but the thing was, I was so hungry. Because I really was so hungry. I was like, I got to eat some of this. If I don't eat this now, I'm going to get...
I called it.
I took all the pictures. Give me a refund. Do it. Give me my money back. I wanted all the food.
Like a stomach ache, 'cause I'm so hungry. So I start eating the spicy food. That was the worst fucking choice.
Dude, he literally did this same thing last week. Just exchanged the spice for it being what? He said it was too overcooked. This dumbass, right? Gets fresh food, doesn't go pick it up himself, waits an hour for the DoorDash driver to arrive at the restaurant, waits 35 minutes or less for the DoorDash driver to get to his house. That's an hour and a half at least, if they have no other deliveries on their way to your house. This literally happens every week, bro. Literally every week. There's no way he's doing this on just his one app. He has to order from Kat's app and then his own. Or he has multiple different DoorDash apps or like accounts with just different versions of his name. There's no way they're allowing him to just do this every week. And remind you, this is just the one time he tells us about it. He orders DoorDash every goddamn day.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I was so hungry, I couldn't control myself at this point. The flavor was good, but the spice was insane. Okay? So, basically...
Wait, he's gonna say,
I ate the food, but it was just so hot.
I eat this, and then it was a really bad choice.
I told you, he just wanted his money back. He He ate the food. He got his money. He ate the food. He didn't like it. He got his money back and ate the rest of the food. So you obviously liked it enough to eat it. You just wanted your money back. This is stealing. You're basically admitting to stealing.
It was a very, very bad choice. Because number one, my stomach felt awful for the rest of the night. That was number one. And then number two, as you know, when you eat ultra spicy food, and then when you go to, well, when, you know, your body's done with it, you can get a second.
Bro, you talk about shit all the time, but now you're gonna dance around it? Get the fuck out of here, you fake
helping of pain. And man, I had a second and third helping of pain.
Bro, I can't believe this. You just wanted your money back. I can't get over it. You just wanted your money back. The food was fine. You ate it. You just wanted your money back. I still can't get over this. You call everybody all these terrible names, yet you're not even willing to pay for the food that you eat. This is Daniel Larson levels of bullshit, bro. At least he had the excuse of being homeless. You make $120,000 a year, if not more. You say yourself you're not broke, yet you're going out of your way every week to defraud DoorDash for $45? I still can't get over it. You're the biggest piece of shit I've ever fucking heard of. So, you take money from the people who are mentally disabled in your chat. You spend that money on food that goes to people who make drastically less money than you. And then when you eat the fruits of their labor, you want the money that you gave them back. Piece of shit. Dog shit. Oh god, it has to be. When your wife doesn't like you and your own cat tries to sabotage your streams, bro. He doesn't chew on the wires because he's being a silly kitty. He's not. He's sabotaging your wires because he's an agent sent in by the detractors. Don't check his tail, there's a microphone there. We know everything you say, every move you make.
That night, I was really not doing well. Even though I was
Exactly. Because doesn't the cost of the food come if like the food gets misplaced, the cost of the food comes out of the driver's pay, right? I don't know how this works. I'm not a delivery driver, so I wouldn't want to misspeak on their behalf. But like, if the food goes missing, right? Doesn't it get taken from them? They have to pay for it. This is just scummy, bro.
Go to sleep and I had to run to the bathroom again before
Because
I
you're a
went to
piece
sleep.
of shit. It's the Lord and the God above telling you, Darkside Phil, you're the biggest piece of shit, and we want every aspect of your life to be pure pain.
So that sucked. Now, outside of the food debacle, if you can believe it, just listen to this. Kat has been looking for a game to play. And right now, she says the next game that she's looking at that's making her look like she's interested in it is possibly Star Wars Outlaws. Like, that's the one she's eyeballing as the next game she personally wants to play. Outside of that, it's like...
I really wish they let you create your own character in these Star Wars games. Not that Cal Kestis isn't cool. Not that this girl from Star Wars won't do a good job, you know? But If I'm going to be a bounty hunter and you're going to give me a vast open world, let me design my character. Let me be who I want to be in the game. You know what I mean? Cal Kestis is good, but they still let you edit Commander Shepard. You know what I mean? You could pick the default Shepard, or you could make your own. You could pick the default Cal Kestis, or you could make your own. The story could still be about Cameron Monaghan or whatever his name is, you know? It could still be his story, his character that leads the narrative in the story, but other people might want to just make their own character. Why can't that happen? If we can have games where we're able to fly to hundreds and thousands of different planets, why can't we have a main character and then a create a character mode for the same game? It gives you the same options. It gives you everything. And then even on top of that, you could add the microtransactions. I know I shouldn't put this into the ether because it might become a reality. But you could do a definitive mode, and then you could do a create a character mode, where the create a character mode is where you put in all the microtransactions. Oh, you want Darth Vader's helmet on your character? $5. It's a horrible thing to put out there, and I really shouldn't. But, I mean, I'd be willing to do that over being stuck playing as a character I don't like. I didn't like Cal Kestis very much. Not saying he was bad, I just didn't like his character. He had 2 games, and I liked Mirren more. The Night Sister. I thought she was more funny. I thought her character was well thought out. I thought Cal Kestis was really just the generic, oh, I'm the hero character. There's a lot of things they can do, Ubisoft, but they just choose not to. It's the same with Assassin's Creed. Just give me the main character, then give me the side thing where I could create my own character and play the same story. 2 birds, 1 stone. Know what I mean?
Like nothing going on. And so she has been looking for something to play that's free rather than drop a lot of money, because she's already bought a couple games this year that burned her. Like the last one was Dragon's Dogma 2, and she's really upset about that because she bought it and she played it way more than me.
Yeah, because this moron, he doesn't let his wife use his money. She has to make her own money. I'm getting old, guys. Oh. Right? Works part-time. Bro, I can't believe that. Oh god, that's another fucking good one. Dude.
To me, she played Dragon's Dogma 2 like 30-40 hours. She got so...
Why can't your wife use your PlayStation, dude? Why? You literally say,
Well, she doesn't have a PlayStation, so how is she gonna play PS5 games?
she can't use the PlayStation that's literally sitting to the left of you, dipshit?
so bored she couldn't play it anymore. She's like, this game is fucking atrociously boring. There was a bunch of bugs for her. Like, she got into situations where there were NPCs were supposed to be somewhere for a quest, and they just weren't in the game. Inexplicably, they just weren't in the game at all. Like, what? So she quit the game. And she's like, she just doesn't want to buy any games right now. She's not convinced that buying any games are going to be in her interest, but she has Game Pass. So she's been looking for a new Game Pass game to play. She stopped playing Mass Effect Andromeda. She got a certain distance in the game, and then she got fucking bored of it and didn't want to play it anymore. So of all things, the game she has chosen to try certainly didn't, my God, certainly didn't expect this in any way, shape, or form. All right, you ready? She's playing Destiny 2.
Uh-huh.
All right? Now, however, I should emphasize something. Destiny 2...
Bro, I can't. I can't, bro. You treat her like shit, my guy. She's literally the low-class slave in the house, my dude.
2024, from what I can see, is a dramatically different game from Destiny 2 when I played it as a new release. If you remember, I played it as a new release on PS4, and this was many, many years ago, and I actually played it as a co-op playthrough with a couple of people to try to make it palatable. Because I played Destiny 1 solo, and I thought it sucked. I thought it was such a boring grind. I didn't understand why people liked it so much.
Oh, God, he's making me want to get back into Destiny.
Co-op, to see if it would be better. Looks like this is in the wrong position. Look at that.
Bro, your wife's playing Destiny. Why don't you play Destiny with your wife?
I don't like the shooty games because I can't play them. My hand-eye coordination is that of a mentally stunted tree frog.
And the answer is Destiny 2 better co-op than solo? No, it wasn't. Like Destiny 2, I felt
If you can't have fun in an open world shooting aliens with other people, then the problem is you. The problem is you. If you can't have fun with your friends while playing a game, even if it's bad, you would still have fun mocking and making fun of the game. You could say it's bad, but in no way is it necessarily boring if you're playing with friends. It shouldn't be. You should be able to make fun with your friends regardless of the situation.
like the story was boring and terrible. I felt like the gameplay was just the same gameplay loop, boring over and over. There wasn't enough original stuff in the game. The loot was kind of just arbitrarily there.
What the fuck was that, bro? Let's see that again.
It was kind of just arbitrarily there. It didn't really improve the game or anything.
Why? Dude just stuck his whole hand in his eye, bro.
Original stuff in the game. The loot was kind of just arbitrarily there.
Wait. I think I saw the alien skin. Wait.
Boring over and over. There wasn't enough original stuff in the game. The loot.
Look, right here. It's the alien skin. Look at this. Look at that. It's alien. Dude, why is the inside of your skin suit the same color as the outside of your skin? Where's the pink?
Was kind of just arbitrary.
Look at that, bro. It's the same color. I gotta get this one too. It's an alien skin suit. You're an alien. No wonder you don't get it.
Early there, it didn't really improve the game or anything. Like I said, as I said with Destiny 1, it's literally Halo combined with Borderlands, and there's nothing to it. It's just there's no substance there. It's all just repetitive grind, right? So for people who like repetitive grind with friends, there you go. It's great. But for those who are looking for like a solid gaming experience with a good story and everything, it didn't have it, all right? But that was at launch. So she started playing Destiny 2. First of all, she's playing it on the Xbox Series S. This game looks ridiculously good on the Xbox Series S. This might be the best performing game on the console. It runs an incredibly solid 60 frames per second at 1080p. The graphics are very detailed.
That's because it's a PlayStation game. And now I love my PS5, but the Series X is the more powerful console in terms of specs. So it would stand to reason that a game that runs very well on the PS5 would run very well on the Series S.
The effects are amazing. Like when she's playing this game, I was like, dude, it looks like Doom, or it looks like a high-end FPS on the Series S. I was very impressed with how it performed on there. Like, damn.
Bungie Bungie literally knows how to develop for Microsoft. Have you ever heard of this wild, outlandish space odyssey called Halo? I mean, you just mentioned it.
This game runs very well on the Xbox. Almost like its internals came from a game that was made originally for the Xbox.
That's like actually really, really good. Okay? Now, she starts playing it.
Jesus is judging you right now.
There's all these story elements. Like, there's a story opening. Here's 5 stories you could play right now. And so she just picked one. I think she might have picked the most recent one. I'm not sure, because I don't know. I've played this game since it launched. So she picked one of the stories to play. And she starts playing it. There's all these cool story elements, cool cutscenes, new enemy types. She's immediately finding new weapons and things. And I'm like, what is this? Like, this is, like, good. Like, I'm watching her play. I'm like, this is pretty good, actually. Like, this is interesting to me. And she played through this giant part of the game.
Bro,
there's like this special new boss and stuff.
Are we gonna get him back in Destiny? If that's the case, I'm sniping, bro.
Now and doing stuff with, and I was like, wow, this is like a game.
Let me see.
Unlike Destiny 2 when I played it, which was choppy, repetitive, boring, and the story was atrociously bad. This is like interesting. Like they put.
Homeboy, you should have kept this private. You should have kept it private. You should have kept it private, bro. I'm downloading it right.
Put effort into this. And it's funny because a lot of people had told me, yeah, over the years, basically Destiny 2 has changed. When they left from being under the thumb of, who was it that owned them? I forget who actually owned Bungie at one point. Was it Activision Blizzard? I can't remember who owned them. But whoever they were owned by, supposedly their complaint was they could never really do what they wanted to do.
There it is.
Because they were always being told what to do. Because they were owned, so they had to do what they were told. You know, hide it behind this paywall, do this microtransaction. No, you can't give them this content because of this. Do this instead. Right? It was Activision? Okay. So, basically, yeah. And so because of that, supposedly, the game wasn't as good. And apparently, after they got out of that controlling atmosphere, they improved Destiny 2 a lot, and the game ended up being way better. But what I can see is that the game is way better. Like, now listen, it's still a first-person shooter. It still plays like Halo, all right? There are different improvements now, different weapons and classes.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Blood, but you don't know who blood that you pouring with all of the rash decisions that put me in bad positions. That gave me a task, a mission too bad dimensions. See, I had to slide with bad intentions. I did what I had to, and that's factual. Now they look at my actions as taboo. Go ahead and label me the bad dude. Man, I feel like a Tachi. Dressed in all black like a Koski. Wanna copy the style like a Kashi. But you can't do, you sure ain't got copy. Arm ragged, I'm known for my bodies. I might rap out your village like Madara. When I walk with a chopper like Zabaza. Susanoo, now tell me who's stopping us. Ain't no stopping us. Yeah. I be that feeling you need. I be that rogue on the road if I know that my brother is living in peace. But I know you don't live by code. That's why I'm never at ease. Can't get one up over me. Saw through your lies, I was never deceived. Nah, Shari got active, I get active. About to act up, better back up. Don't need back up. Try me please and see how you stack up. One look, now your body ashes. In the flash, see how I lay them down like cash. Spell it out, I outclass them. Promise I'm not
I can't. I needed a smoke, guys. I'm sorry.
Cut away past ties. Weight on my back in front of my back on all of our past lives. I lost my heart today. I got a part to play. That's why they called me to put an end to your rash decisions. That put me in bad positions. That gave me a task, a mission too bad dimensions. See, I had to slide with bad intentions. I did what I had to, and that's factual. Now they look at my actions as taboo. Go ahead and label me the bad dude. Man, I feel like a Tachi. Dressed in all black like a Koski. Wanna copy the style like a Kashi. But you can't do, you sure ain't got copy. Arm ragged, I'm known for my bodies. I might rap out your village like Madara. When I walk with a chopper like Zabaza. Susanoo, now tell me who's stopping us. Ain't no stopping us.
esta cantina me tomaré licor para el dolor y las heridas. Hoy en esta cantina me quedaré escuchando a JJ y a Sabina.
Taking shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. Quench your thirst for adventure at the Cobra's Cantina. Sipping with Satan at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drink combos you've ever seen. Sipping at the Cobra's Cantina. At the Cobra's Cantina, looking for a woman to touch her wiener, and she's looking for a man too. Shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drink combos you've ever seen at the Cobra's Cantina. Thirstiest people you've ever seen. Enjoy your liquor and booze and cut loose at the Cobra's Cantina. Thirsty quenching best drink combos you've ever seen at the Cobra's Cantina.
This song was written by King Cobra JFS.
The Cobra's Cantina and relax with the Cobra's Cantina. Caressing your glass, looking for a piece of ass at the Cobra's Cantina.
It's as eloquent as like
Cobra's Cantina.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Cobra's Cantina. Prettiest cocktail waitresses you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. Forget about your troubles at the Cobra's Cantina. Taking shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drink combos you've ever seen at the Cobra's Cantina. We're drinking at the Cobra's Cantina. Leaning on a wall at the Cobra's Cantina, drinking
But
shots
for what
of
I'm
whiskey
seeing, the
and
story is much better. Like, actually, the story is interesting.
Cobra's
Nice
Cantina,
cutscenes,
the tastiest
good narrative
drink
elements.
combos
You
you've
know,
ever
there's still an
seen.
element, like if you try to play some of the core game stuff, it's still kind of weird. Like, it feels like very disconnected, disjointed MMO shit. Go to this planet and kill a bunch of random enemies, trade in the items you got off the enemies to some random NPC, and he gives you a bunch of loot. Then leave that planet, go somewhere else, do a little bit of like platforming, fight a boss, then go back to another planet, talk to the leader, then go to this planet and fight a bunch of enemies like captains or something. It's like, what? Like, what is this? It's like not even connected. Like, why are we doing this? It's very weird in that regard, right? But all the DLCs and things, I guess, for the game have free elements. Like, you have to buy the DLC to get the full content, but if you don't buy it, there's still free stuff. Like, the free story is in there. So Kat hasn't spent $1 on this game, right? And she's actually starting to play, and she's like, I really like this is good. She's getting hooked on it. And I was like, I don't blame you. I'm looking at it, and I'm actually impressed with how good the game looks, plays, and that the story elements are actually pretty interesting. Here's an example.
I just
of
bought
a
the
game
DLCs for
where
it. You better fucking play it.
bland and boring and felt unfinished and choppy and just play for the sake of playing with your buddies. And it looks like they've actually transformed it into something that you could actually enjoy even if you're playing solo due to all of its improvements. So that's a good thing. By the way, not that you always play solo, because there's some missions you have to play with people, but it's fine. Like, she played a few missions just with randoms, you know, teaming up randomly and playing, and it seemed to work fine. The online connectivity seems good, right? So I'm impressed, honestly. I'm legitimately impressed. I didn't realize that Destiny 2 had that many improvements. And that's the kind of thing that, like, I would never know, because you guys have never asked me to go back to it, right? After I played it at launch and I did the full playthrough of the campaign, you guys literally not once have said, hey, Phil, go back to Destiny 2. Every once in a while, people joke about it. Hey, Phil, you going to play the new DLC? I'm like, what? Of course I'm not going to play the new DLC. right? And what's funny, I think I own it digitally. So if I wanted to, I could play this on PS5. And can you imagine how the game probably runs on PS5?
It
Probably
runs
gorgeous,
better than
right?
the Series S.
I wonder if it runs at a high frame rate. Like,
Oh,
can
it
you
does.
do
120
frames, or
hertz.
Can you at least do 120
Wide.
hertz?
If you have a
I wonder.
wide-angled monitor, or like a
I'm just
wide
curious,
monitor,
I haven't
you
done
can
a
do
first-person
wide
shooter
mode
yet
too.
Since I improved my setup. I'm wondering what the game would look like. But by the way, no, I'm not doing it now. This would not be the time for it with all the new stuff coming out next week. But I was just like, wow, the game is good. So I'll just tell you this, guys, you know, and this is just me being honest. I guess some games, they do redeem themselves over time. I mean, we've seen it with games like Rainbow Six Siege, Final Fantasy 14. To me, Destiny 2 today looks like a complete entertaining product. It wasn't at launch, but now it looks good. So hey, it's only like what, 7 years in or whatever. I think it is, right? It's like insanely long into its life cycle. Maybe now if you play it, you'll have a good time with it. All right. So anyway, that was pretty much my day off. It was doing stuff with my wife in the morning, getting to the point where we were gonna go do fun stuff, but then she got sick. So then I went out by myself to do the rest of the shit. And then we came home and I ate insanely spicy food and ended up in a lot of pain and suffering for the rest of the night. But I got to watch my wife play some Destiny 2. Oh, and we watched some more BattleBots as well. The BattleBot show that we've been telling you about. We love it. We're addicted to it. We're gonna keep watching. It's just I will agree with this sentiment. It doesn't make sense. Everyone loves Bloodborne, correct? I do too. Doesn't make. They just don't want the money. They don't want to port this game and make it new for some reason. They don't even want to remaster it on PlayStation consoles. They just want to sit it and let it stagnate and become outdated and unplayable, which is ludicrous. Why not have this game be updated for modern consoles, right? Like look what they did with Demon Souls. They just could reverse engineer the source code. Like, we have the game, we have the software. I'm sure they could probably reverse engineer it and still get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not much.
My dumbass forgot to turn the
I
mic
received
back
another
on.
$5 tip. This one.
Bitchy blobfish.
Listen to this. Someone listen to this $5 tip. This is great. Wow, Phil is apologizing. He's admitting it's his fault for his Street Fighter.
The bitchy blobfish. He looks like a deflated puffer fish.
Losses. Now he's saying things that are positive about Destiny 2. And all this is happening in one podcast. Whatever was in that spicy food, I think you need more. Well, if I eat any more, I probably won't be here anymore because I'll be emptying my insides out into a porcelain bowl. So I don't think that's a good idea. But as I've said, I am willing to admit my mistakes when I'm wrong. All right? The netcode of Street Fighter 6 is the best fighting game netcode ever made. And now that I've eliminated the input delay via extreme methods, but I did, the game is amazing online. So it has nothing to do with the netcode, and I was wrong for a whole year about the netcode. I 100% was. I'm willing to admit it. The rollback netcode is fine. And if that netcode could be implemented in every single fighting game moving forward, it would just make every fighting game better. And the fighting game community who like this netcode, since they're using extreme methods to eliminate input lag, like playing on PC and stuff, which I haven't been doing, now I get it. Like, see what I mean? Like, I didn't have the experience they did. So I'm thinking it's the netcode. It's not. It's
You're not wrong.
Input delay. So
Oh
I was
shit,
wrong.
my mic's too close. You're
I
not
was
wrong,
absolutely wrong. Rollback netcode is good, and I was incorrect. And I, again, my mistakes are me fucking up, and I need to get better by playing more. And that's my problem, is I don't play enough right now. I know that. I know the people I'm playing now at this level in Street Fighter are playing way more than me, and they know the matchups and they've got the muscle memory down, and I don't. I'm fucking up.
Dude, what did Brian do to this man?
I want to do better, but I'm not, and that's what drives me nuts. Is, man, I know I can do better. I know I can learn. I know I can get better at this game. And as for Destiny 2, again, I'm honest. At launch, that game was terrible. That game was really bad at launch. It was boring, and it didn't even look that good or run that well. It was 30 frames, and not that entertaining on PS4. On modern consoles now, this thing is gorgeous and has content. I would say it's worth playing now. There you go.
You better fucking play it. At some point, you better fucking play it, bro.
Okay. It's
Bro,
funny
I
that people
got
are like
year 2
amazed.
pass.
Like, do you not
So we're
understand that
full on
like
ready
this has been me for a while,
for
right?
bison.
I am learning. All right, I received a $3 tip from Kirkland. No disrespect, I don't see you finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I hit chapter 11. I am 80 hours in. This game just won't end. I still have 3 more chapters to go. Some of your viewers are spoiled, entitled, and want action all the time. So I don't see Rebirth making it in your 2024 Game of the Year countdown. I mean, can I be honest? I think that Rebirth would have worked if it were the one featured lengthy RPG for the first half of the year, right? If there weren't Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which...
Bro, oh my, he just fucking pisses me off. Bro, the gaming industry does not have to work around your goddamn fucking schedule, dude. Why do you think everybody has to just fucking stop and check their schedule? Is DarkSydeDrill streaming this today? Shut the fuck up, you dumbass. Son of a bitch, bro. Eat my ass. In fact, give me your address so I can mail you a fucking spoon.
So this is a video for fans of LTG and trolls alike. An expose, if you will, just diving a little bit deeper into LTG's psyche and the kind of person he really is. The reason why I want to make this video, it took a little bit of a detective work in watching videos that have come out recently and things like that. I'm sure, as you guys know, fans and trolls alike, LTG is back with his longtime girlfriend Elena, and her coming back into a relationship has revealed things about LTG that we didn't know before. And the funny thing about that is LTG likes to put on this facade, this idea that he's such a tough guy and such a cool, aloof man who's so in tune with his emotions that no one can touch him and no one can pierce his exterior and no one can bother him. But it's so clearly a facade, and all the trolls know it. All the trolls know that he's putting on this act, trying to be something that he's not, trying to be a man that he's not. And even if you're a fan of LTG, think about it, the way he talks about women, the way he talks about relationships with women, that he's never gonna have a marriage, he wants to have kids, he just wants to be a partnership with the woman and he's not going to really love her, and things like that. Things that he says. Do you think this man, someone with the ideology that LTG has, would ever get back with an ex? Think about that. He didn't find a new woman to move on to, someone who looked better, someone who was improved. He got back together with someone that he left, or that someone that left him, actually, based off of the information we had. And it wasn't like a simple breakup. They just like, yeah, we're in different places right now, we don't want the same things. It was a volatile breakup. Like, listen to this clip.
What is your problem? What? The hell is your problem? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Ain't nobody prioritizing shit. It's a goddamn couple of days of Evo. What, on Instagram? I did read about the whole Valentine's Day thing and all that. Why would you block me on Instagram? You're just acting way too extra for no fucking reason. Okay, but it's not about forgetting. Usually Evo is in fucking July. The only reason you've been bringing up that shit is for the simple fact that I'm going to goddamn Evo. I don't know why you would do this a day before. What? You're fucking inconsiderate ass fucking child? What? Nah, you're not gonna get off the phone without letting me say what the fuck I gotta say.
Wow.
So listening to that, do you think that LTG is the kind of man, based on the personality he portrays, that he's the kind of man who would get back together with an ex? I don't think so. But this ex is showing us his true colors. She's pushing his face on stream. He's sucking her toes on stream for money. He's showing us his true character, that he is a simp and a baby back bitch, and I don't give a damn what he thinks. These are all facts, and these are undeniable facts, and I'm going to get into it even more. LTG made a video a while ago
talking about red flags in women. And the funny thing about that video is he's just
Oh, and
going on
two?
and berating the kind of
Wow.
women he doesn't like, or the kind of women that you shouldn't be with, and things like that. But the funny
I
thing
would have
is,
begged her to go
he
with me.
is
I would have
in
been
a
like, come with
relationship
me. We'll
with
go to the
kind of woman
stores.
he
We'll hit up the
described.
places
It's
to
so
eat. We'll go to
insane,
the beach.
and I'm going to show you evidence.
Check this out. So this is for me. You guys have to follow it, but so I said how to red flag a chick in 2020. Snap name in bio, OnlyFans or OnlyFans link in bio, Twitter in bio, over 200 likes per picture. Somebody asked me why 200 likes a picture, because if a chick is getting 200 likes a picture, 200 likes is going to blow up the head of somebody, of a normal person. If I got 200 likes,
So-
it don't mean shit to me.
So it
The
just
likes on my Instagram don't mean shit to me anyway, because I see what celebrities.
So it just lends credence to this idea that he's a massively insecure little boy that grew up to be a massively insecure little man. Right? He never grew up. He's always going to be the scared little boy.
Get. So me getting 900 likes a picture, I mean, it's cool, but it don't really mean shit to me. But 200 likes for a bitch's picture, they gonna think they hot shit. You know, they really got what it takes. This and that. Sets thirst traps. Follows Megan Thee Stallion, Amber Rose, Kylie, or any hot girl.
So in researching this video, and I want to put this disclaimer
Sign me up for
beforehand.
one, Megan
Alana
Thee
has shown
Stallion,
herself
please.
in LTG's videos, and she's put herself out there in the limelight, and she's had her social media available, and it's public for everyone to see. So this is not me like invading anyone's privacy or anything like that. This is me just looking at information that's relatively available to everyone. And in the video, LTG says, as you just heard, any woman who gets 200 likes on all her pics, it's a red flag. And you look at the type of photos that Alana's posting. He says that any woman who's constantly showing her body is a red flag.
You hit him
and
on
look
the
at
nail
these
with
photos.
that one,
Now, I
bro.
don't care about women posting these kind of pictures. It's not my business. It's not my problem. It doesn't affect me personally.
For sure.
But what
Same boat,
bothers
bro.
me about this is LTG saying he hates this kind of thing, that he's opposed to this kind of thing, that
Yeah,
he would
it's all
never
he
be with a woman
consists
like
of.
this. And the woman he's with, it is exactly like this. She's posting pictures with just a bra on, showing her body, and there are 200 likes on every single one of these pictures. 200 plus likes. So this is the kind of woman. It's not like she used to do this. These are pictures posted during the relationship. So then he follows by talking about the kind of women that.
But I don't necessarily think we could talk about that because he might say something publicly one day, right? But then they might have a discussion about it the next day and what they set for the boundaries of their relationship, right? Are kind of within their, own jurisdiction. Should we really be talking about them? Yeah. Yeah, because he's a baby back bitch and needs to be made fun of.
Follow these kinds of hot girls or women that promote promiscuity or kind of hot girl lifestyle. He names 3 people that are red flags that a girl shouldn't be following. He names Meg Thee Stallion, he names Amber Rose, and he names Kylie Jenner. And if you look at the screen recordings of me going on Alana's profile, she follows 3 out of 3 of the women he names. And he doesn't say and, he says or these women. So 3 out of 3 of the women he names, she follows. And he is with her. This isn't me making something up. This isn't me looking for something that's not there. This is me taking LTG's word and showing it to you. He is a walking hypocrite.
Oh, for sure he is. He's a scared little boy. What else would he be?
So the first part of this video
They're
is
all
just
over there
proving that
having
he's
a
a simp.
conversation.
The next
Like, did
part
this guy
here
really
I want
just
to go
do that?
through is also prove that there's undeniable proof that he's in his 30s. Like I said, this is evidence that's just freely available on Alana's profile. These are stories and tweets and things that she's posted and things that she's posted here. Looking at these messages, she's talking about dating an older man, and look, she even says if he's born in the 70s or 80s, he's gonna take care of you. And this is why LTG begs you guys guys, for donations. He needs to pay her bills. This is why he's always screaming. And now I realize why he's always mad that people ain't going green. He needs to pay Alana's bills and his bills at the same time. He needs your money. He really does. He can't simp without it. And there's no way he can deny this. There's no possible way he can deny this. She made these tweets when they were dating. LTG cannot deny this because he puts himself in a precarious position by denying this. By denying this, he's either admitting that A, Alana was out here tweeting about the other kind of men she fancies and like she just likes men who take care of her and men that are born in the 70s and 80s. Because even if he fits the bill, if he was born in the 70s and 80s, even if the latest, the 80s, 89, that would make him at least 30 or 31 years old crying at fucking video games. That is an embarrassing thing to be. And if it's true, then he just confirms he's in his 30s and he's been lying to us this entire time. So we're in a position where we have so much evidence and it's so beautiful because LTG cannot even deny any of it. And
here we are.
The amazing thing about this is it proves that he's putting on this fucking facade that Lloyd Segura is a character, and not a character in the sense that, oh, he's just putting on a show and trying to be entertaining. He is a character in the sense that he's hiding his true, weak, simple-minded, simp, baby back bitch personality. Because
Yo, I called it. I knew he was one. God damn it, I got killed by a fucking rat again. I called it.
People always say, oh, I met Lo Chigar in person. He was the nicest guy. You know when internet trolls, internet bullies, internet tough guys are the fucking nicest in person because they know that there are true ramifications for their actions in person. He's not going to talk big to everyone in person. He's not going to be this big macho man in person because he knows someone can fuck him up and smack the shit out of him, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about that. So when you meet him in person, he's gonna be this big giant teddy bear. He's gonna be this nice guy because he's a fucking coward.
Yup. The dude hit the nail on the head with every point he made. He was absolutely right.
Came out first, came out in late January. And then Final Fantasy, but then there was Dragon's Dogma.
Lord.
Oh, by the way, Persona 3 Reload came out. Oh, by the way, there was a Grand
Shut up. Pepsi, 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 man.
The reality of my weight loss is real.
Oh, Lord.
Anything else. Sorry if that bothers you.
I don't want to stick with that. I'll hit up Pepsi later, see what he's doing. Oh God, 6 hours? Look up L. Let's watch this, not this one. I know Deji beats him. And then he gets all mad and rage quits. Right to dashboard, bro. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I love the way it feels when it comes back down on my head.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'll never play that bitch. I don't play female characters in Tekken.
Il y a de l'amélioration, Raven. Round 1. Fight.
What did he just say? Melina Nova? For sure. Hold up. Oh shit. No! How did I die? I'm a bitch. That's it, JDX the kid. You owe me a life. Oh, dude, I don't have anything on here. I'm not rich from a view tech. I don't look up granny porn, bro. Dude, I can't spell today. My brain, I think my brain's dying. Oh, no. Can't do it. Nope. One look and I was like, can't do it. Does she crush like beer cans or something? I saw a carny chick do that once. No. Oh, my message was appraised. Oh, we just watched that.
Where are you? Who got me on Twitter, chat? You so fine, you.
That was funny though. Peter, what the hell is your problem? What you doing? What? So wrestling oversells? Absolutely. Bro, I was gonna put on botch me. Oh my god, I loved that when Shawn Michaels was doing that to fucking Hulk Hogan. It was brilliant.
Boom!
Yeah,
fouls it up with a big club.
Man, we have an open door.
Oh yeah, I remember.
They travel together at some points, and
Ward landed on his feet. Oh, there's a headbutt.
the head of steam from Deppen. Oh, what a clothesline!
Conflicting personalities. As Kofi Kingston sends Dolph Ziggler. Stunner! Stunner!
And handed it in. There's the goal meter. Oh, what a shot!
Hogan again. And now John Cena building momentum.
Okay, so Hulk Hogan in that match, when Shawn Michaels was doing that to him, was so angry that when he threw his hat, he was actually cussing out Shawn Michaels for overselling his moves. He was so angry, bro.
Second rope. What the? Going to build some speed here. And she goes knees first into the back of Ali. Heavy berserker boots. You're running forearms in a row. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Both of the midsection. Oh, the stunner.
Look out! Spear! Whoa! My God! There it is! The Eclipse!
Actually, I think that Mickey James move, or that Mickey James sell, was appropriate for the way that move went.
There you go. There you go.
Whoa, wait a minute! Kevin Owens! The world has to offer. Oh, Ricochet connects. Close. Oh! Wow. Right on the bridge of the nose. Oh no! Stop! Second time. Tony Cutter.
You want me to go back to search?
On the top rope. Could this be? No! Face from us.
HBK has been sucked down a little bit. Look at this. And
I've seen those moves before.
For sure. Let me open a fresh tab here for you. Just tell me what you want me to look up.
Stunner! Top of the ladder.
Shawn Michaels was brilliant.
Turn for the title. Stunner!
Oh, the clothesline from him.
Spectacular. That's called the Eclipse. With strength. Uh-oh. Ziggler plants him. DDT stood him right.
Nobody there for Mr. Ass. Oh, my God.
It just didn't work out too well. My
Wow.
mask. Here it comes.
Stone Cold was always one to hit the women.
That is the hell. Gore! Broke jump Ziggler. Stunner! Oh, get him! Superhuman flips the bird! Boot! Wham! Stunner! Top, and now Murphy gets a stunner as well.
Oh, the karate.
Into the corner again. Before this match is over, Mark's chest is going to be black.
A second one from Ambrose.
Play quick!
Oh, it's scooped up! Oh my God!
Man, I don't think that Michaels has the streak or the body weight.
Yeah, very, very silly.
Yeah, well. Now, from a psychoanalytical perspective, Marty's prophecy come true. Eclipse.
Oh, this one? Yeah, hold on.
By Eugene. Eugene now. Stunner! A Stone Cold Stunner! Grabbing Freeman, gut wrench suplex! German suplex to...
Way more. Just in to Austin Theory. Austin stuns. Austin.
Alright, we'll pause this one. We'll try that one.
Niggas know they gotta chill. I pull out the tool, I might pop for real. I've been running bad like I got the steal.
What's going on, Clutch?
What up, what up, what up?
It's your boy Dup.
It's your boy Ross.
And we are in the
Clutch.
Hey, back at y'all boys with another video, you feel me?
Wrestling oversales, man.
Not under.
Oversales.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Care Man, the Dreamer. He's been rocking with us for a minute. He hit me up in the DM. He was like, yo, I made this video for you guys.
Okay.
I would love for you guys to check it out. And that's what we're here to do, man. So we appreciate you for taking time out of your day to find some wrestling overselling clips for us to react to, man. We appreciate all that love and support, bro.
Definitely appreciate that, man. Like, the support is real.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it, man. It never goes unnoticed. We're forever thankful and always thankful for you guys rocking with us as much as y'all do, man.
Yeah,
it really means a lot. So
it does.
We're gonna get into this video right now, but make sure you go to Dakota's water bottle.
Please do.
The referral link is down below. Get you a water bottle, man. It keeps your beverage super cold for a pretty good amount of time. We use it, so it's definitely worth the money.
For sure.
They got another colorway here that they sent us, so we wanted to, show it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? They got different colorways, and you can put your name on it, engraved and whatnot. So yeah, go ahead and get it up.
Go ahead and do that, man.
Promo code Clutch as well, get you a discount. So let's get into this mug right now. Wrestling oversales.
Let's do it.
Go subscribe to the homie.
This is for y'all. Hope y'all like it. Appreciate that, man.
Now watch out for the LOD 2000.
This should be a charm to laugh, bro.
Nobody there.
I need a laugh.
That was dumb, bro.
On many occasions, they'll tell you they're power. Unbelievable.
Let's see. That one didn't have it. Probably. Let's see if we can't find it.
Niggas know they got it.
Quiet. Check for a time. Maybe they just used the... It's in this video? Right. Oh, hey, I think it's this. We'll start here and see what happens.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Accidentally connecting with Aaron Stevenson. He's paralyzed. One man goes destroys people.
I'm done with this shit, brother. I'm done with this shit, man.
Let's watch it again.
Accidentally connecting with Aaron Stevenson. He's paralyzed. One man goes destroys people.
I'm done with this shit, brother. I'm done with this shit, man.
Connecting with Aaron Stevenson. He's paralyzed. One man goes destroys people.
I'm done with this shit, brother. I'm done with this shit, man. I'm done with this shit, bro.
That's
said you have to keep putting momentum in that for that to keep happening.
Everybody stopped what they was doing and looked at. Oh my God, bro.
Accidentally connecting with Aaron Stevenson.
He was enjoying himself, bro.
One man goes destroys people, but two? I've never seen anything quite like it.
Bro. He still threw his ass out the ring.
That was ridiculous. That was so ridiculous.
Off to the starter. 2 outs to
Oh no. Power driver. Oh my God. Oh no.
Stop it. Royal Spinnerelli. The team celebrated a little early. Started over the top. And another spear. And DD, oh, stop. Oh, she got the starter. My God.
Catching the boot. Cobra strike. Oh, the Venom.
Goes hit for the rise. Boom. My God, the big boot. The impact.
Man, Shawn Michaels really let Hulk Hogan have it that day, bro. That was fucking hilarious. Alright, guys, I am going to call it here for now. We'll be back later tonight for Friday Night Fights, where we'll play fighting games. Oh boy, happy. I'll see you later, guys. Have a good day. Take care, and try not to do any debaucherous, sinful things. Be happy, joyful, godly creatures. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that. Have a